Hi there. My name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text. We tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree or the kids' room or the junk drawer or the garage or someplace like that. You know how we do it. And this is for the Revised Common Lectionary and for All Saints Sunday. And first, thank you for taking a little bit of your week, a little bit of your time and spending it with me. Second, you are rocking it. And third, you are a saint of God. Yep, unarguably a saint of God. Because it doesn't have anything to do with what we do. It has to do with what God has done. We have been set apart and made holy for ministry in this beautiful thing that we call the church, the gospel, and the mission of Jesus Christ. So I am glad that you are here. And this is for All Saints Sunday. So we're going to look at, we can look at the gospel lesson, but I'm looking at the theme of really about being saints. So we can look at the gospel lesson, look at the psalm. There's two springboards here. So Psalm 149 or Luke 6. And it's the first part about the All Saints Sunday is being a saint doesn't have to do with my actions or your actions. It's all about the act of our God who leads and guides and directs us. So, a couple of springboards. One is Google Maps. Google Maps. Yep. Something that can direct you and guide you in your path. And this idea that it's like, hey, I want to go here. And then you put in the address and you are guided. It gives you directions of how to follow, how to get to that place. Second of all, you can even say, I'm hungry. What are restaurants around me? And you get this, again, kind of a guiding in two different places. And I like this idea of being guided and about how something is in control. Now, the Google Maps can start to break down if we dig, like any object lesson, when we start to dig deep, it can break down, just like our understanding of the Trinity. Anytime we give some type of illustration, it'll start to break down. But so, the idea about being guided. And then the other option is to say, get up, you have the kids there, have the kids get up, and have them follow you to different places in the sanctuary. It could be, hey, follow me, and don't say where you're going, but they're going to follow you, and you make it to different places, and then you come back and you sit down and you go, so how did you know where to go? And it was this idea that they're following you. God is in control. Christ is in control. The Spirit is in control and has given us the gift of sainthood, meaning we have been set aside. We have been made holy in the waters of baptism. We've been claimed. In the Beatitudes, it's not about the person's action. It's about the God that is acting. And I love that image because especially getting the idea of saint away from being good enough, because Christ does the work. So there's that springboard. Another springboard is name tags that has saint written on it. You can even print it up, saint, and you can write the kids' names down and say, Saint Luke, Saint Sarah, Saint Abigail, Saint John, and different saints and then being called that. So there's that. Another springboard for these texts out of the Psalm 149, and this idea that I like it when we have opportunities to talk about why do we do things, and one of the things is why do we sing? Lutherans, and if you're watching this, you might be Lutheran, you might not, and there's a good chance in your tradition, if you're not Lutheran, you sing as well. Lutherans are known for their singing, for their hymns, and for their liturgy, and so in that, this idea is, so why do we sing? And the psalm talks about lifting our voices up in praise, singing to our God. And I like that imagery of talking about, so why do we sing? And if we listen to the words of our songs, they tell a story and all of that, and that drives that in. All right, that's where it's gonna rest. All Saints Sunday, you're rocking it. You are loved by God, and you have been made a saint because of who God is. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for being partner in this ministry, and may your week be well. So, I'll see you next week. Peace.